time to get a video, X5 360 video of my gym walk journey since 2014. Sochi Olympics, my birthplace. Winter Olympics celebration. Mix downtown. Was a night to remember. What a DUI. Shout out to Harlan for any kind of support. Misdemeanor. Got blessed and lucky. With all that said, never planned on such a long journey. I was actually punishing myself. Nobody drinks and drives. Could have been worse, and it should have been worse. And I punished myself a lot harder, and I'm a lot harder on myself, to be honest. And that's where I really learn. When I know that I messed up, and I know that I need to feel it, if that makes any sense. And some are just self-abusive, like Irina Tatenko, the woman that raised me, on beating me. Now she's beating herself. It's weird. I've seen her like slam her own head and stuff. It's just creeping me out. But we're not gonna get into all that detail. So with all that said, y'all ready for this? It's gonna be a cool little walk. It's like a 30-minute walk, and I don't wanna make it a boring walk. So I'm gonna like zoom in on things and show you guys the journey. There's a rose bush. Oh, the dove. There's a rose bush that I've cloned and really want to give credit. I believe it's like probably like a, I don't know for a fact, but it looked like it was her son's or grandson's property now. And it's this rose that's like freaking huge. There's two of them. Like this dark red rose. Very, very meaty rose, and it has this fragrant smell to it. Oh, it's breathtaking. All right, well, time to lock up both doors. I've had people playing games. I don't know what's going on. Again? All right. Lord have mercy. I got a gun case with me. In case I gotta pop a cap in your ass. You think this a gun? You think this a gun? Oh yeah, I got the weed, I got the ball. I do a lot of good healthy drugs. Pretty good medication. Oh yeah. This is that upper sativa. Another reason I even stuck around growing this beautiful plant is sativa is a very, very, very was becoming. Well, pure is very rare, but this is a sativa pure. Now it's everything hybrid, but back then it was really rare. Everybody grew indica. Cannabis has a bad name for being lazy weed, not caring. This is the other way around. After a few different possible names, like rubber plant was my first option because the thing don't break. It was literally a rubber plant. The tissue doesn't let it break. Long story short, I was about to call it like a marine weed because once you smoke it, you go out there and start working. It gives you like a natural energy. adrenaline. Energy drinks companies will not like this at all, especially if you can start infusing it, right? Think about it, natural energy. Starbucks is not gonna like this. All right. Oh yeah. Well, it is time. Oof. It's such a clear, minded, euphoric, uplifting buzz. It is very nice. I got like an hour on this on that SIM card. Hour and like 20 minutes. The walk's 30 minutes, and I think the battery lasts about 45 non-stop, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. All right, the battery does need to work longer. Without any interruptions, here we go, forward. The walk. Oh, I'm gonna miss this. Wow, the sky. That is a beautiful sky. The best part about Sacramento, if you've ever been on the top of a 10-story building and you look over downtown, it's unbelievable. All you can see is high rises. Everything else is covered with trees. So as you walk, you're looking at average one tree on each property. That's the development that they preached, put in effect. And each tree has its own special reason to even grow. My dad, when he was alive, I was about 10 years old. We went to a special government-funded tree class. I said that with a question because was it a class or was it like it was a weekend. It was a weekend class on making sure that once they donated your tree, which this tree was a birch tree. That's why it was such a special class. Birch isn't easy to grow. It's not easy to even find. Very popular from where I'm from, Russia. And birch, the reason it's very, very special, certain time, you can actually drill into it and it gives you water. That's the benefit of a real birch tree. And the birch tree, to even get it like this thick, or like let's say wrist thick, jeez, it's like an oak tree. It grows really, really slow. So anyways, the class that he took over the weekend, he got a couple birches, and that's how serious Sacramento is about their trees. They're not all the same. And we're really big on orchards, farms, pollination, bees. That naturally, because of all of this pollution and smog. It's funny, it's not even the cars as much as the actual factories and the big corps. Yeah, we're multiplying, but long story short, the bees, they are naturally dying. There's no bees here. The honey actually is very, very bad, polluted. You can actually see it in the honey. It's really nasty. I have beekeepers. I have beekeepers on the East Coast, and they keep on the West Coast. And they're saying, get the hell out of the West Coast. So that's the crazy part. But long story short, Sacramento, oh, as you can see right here, they've got a few different styles of trees that they're ready to put in the ground. And this is what you're working with. Little 7-8 footers, 4 or 5 year olds. Bam. Another cool thing is they brought in palm trees and planted them. Full grown to babies. That's a cool orchard back there. Oh, there he is picking. Dobry dzień. He's a big time fruit farmer. He's got the whole backyard like my grandpa's. My grandpa had property in Rio Linda. Oh, I'm doing the 360. My grandpa had some property out in Rio Linda when he first moved to Sacramento. And he ended up dying a year later after my father. But he had, 25 possibly minimum trees that were taking over the whole property. They ended up moving my grandma out like 95, cut the whole damn orchard down. It was very, very sad. Here we come to the roses. I've got these cool roses. I asked them actually. I was like, yo. Can I get some rose cuttings? I don't want to do it. I don't want that no blessing. You know, you want to do it with a blessing. You want to ask. Even though he didn't care, probably wanted a rose cleanup anyways. But I wanted to be polite and do it the right way. Anyways, here's the roses. Check this out. There's a house for sale. They're asking close to like $380, I believe. I don't know exactly how much, but still for sale. I don't think they like this little corner here. A lot of cars. Yeah, as you can see, another car's turning. So here's the rose that I've been propagating. And I finally got her rooting. How magnificent is this? She's very, very meaty. And I'm trying to I'm trying to grow her out for teas. Excuse me, sir. Anyways, that is the story on, oh, I'm doing another 360. That is the story on the red rose from the walk to the downtown, or from the walk to the gym. And the other roses I got is from the the previous owner of the house. He actually worked for my father as a manager running a crew. My dad used to do commercial construction, EFIS work, C35 for subs. He had his general and he had his sub. They really wanted to shut it all down. It was out of my leagues, especially now seeing the whole big picture. They couldn't wait to take down my last name and make sure everybody around is crooked, literally on their knees. So sad. God have mercy for the worst ones here. Well, as this beautiful sky letting us live our beautiful life, I can't complain about this city. Look at this. Magnificent. These are the trees that I'm telling you about. Unreal. Each one's a little different. I drove through Arizona and a few other states, and I couldn't believe how dry those sand dunes are out there. Deserts. Got cactuses. Here you got beautiful landscape trees. Here you got redwoods. A whole row. How cool is that? They built it around the apartment complex. A lot of this property here is Indian property. They definitely need to fix this crosswalk. There's no crosswalk here. People are always jaywalking it. There's my liquor store over there, right on the corner. That's where I pull up from right here. Boop. Hop that road. Boop. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, there's the Goodwill. I don't know if y'all can see it. These skies are unreal. It's called harp weather. They spray it with a spray that creates clouds, precipitation, rain. And that's the other reason Sacramento is not a safe place. Question is, can we avoid the spray, or is it really helping us at least stay somewhat moist? It's been so dry. It's a cool little mochi cafe. They're ready for THC to legalize. Oh. Man, I love these clouds. Unreal. An hour and 3 minutes. Oh, that's my place where I used to work, the dollar store. They shut down. Unreal. I could not believe. They finally got an Arco AM/PM here. It used to be, gosh, what was it? 76? Something? Oh, there's a 76 across the street now. And a 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven is 76. And now they have an Arco across the street. I don't eat any of this fast food. Got Arby's one time in like 16 years living here. Honestly, just haven't had the money. And then now so used to eating so good at home, I'd rather prepare it for myself. There's a little crosswalk here where nobody ever stops and looks. This makes no sense. There's a road here that goes, right? I almost got hit so many times here, it's not even funny. I don't know how I'm alive. But you see that? It splits. It says splitting. And there's no line there. So you gotta turn right. Automatically, it's like an automatic right turn, right? And then whoever's crossing here, it just makes no sense because they're like, wait, what's going on? Are they turning automatically or do I keep crossing or what? All fucked up. Anyways, how many people have died? I've lost count on this street. Bloodstains everywhere. I don't know how I've been missed. Oh, I pray. I love Jesus. Oh, this is not unusual. Hi. Have a great day at school. This is the bus stop. This is the one I take to either go that way or that way. If I go the other way, it's usually to the light rail. And if I go that way, it'd be catching the gym instead of walking. Which, oh God, no 360. I had a bike for like a few years because I was really mobbing around here. I'd actually catch the bike trail down Rio Linda. I'd ride the whole bike down from Rio Linda bike trail all the way to downtown. That was my regular bike routine. On a Huffy, 1 speed. Right, a cruiser Huffy. My record, 1 time. I just kept going. And when I got there, I was like, well, why not keep going? From here to Folsom outlets. Downtown, Folsom downtown right there. From there, I hit the Sunrise. Sunrise will hit all the way to downtown. You'll go through American River right there. How? And then how it turns into downtown. And then from downtown, I hit the Rio Linda bike trail. I came back up here, made that big loop. So if anybody's watching this, I want you to edit and map it out and post it. bike trail competition, because there's no bike roads or trails. Let me do this. There's no bike roads or trails. Oh, there's my Russian store, European Delicatesse. There's no bike trails or roads around town. It's just this. And on these, there's so much nails, I could never have an honest bike ride. I'd always have either flat tires or my bike stolen. Old bike seat. I'd always have my bike locked, but they would even crack those unless I had a really nice one. Hell on earth. These streets are just brutal. It was a great learning experience to see what people are going through, will be going through. But it's just sad, wrong, to have to, at least, it's hard enough to try, right? Then you gotta go against the grain with everything else. It's fucking sick. Anyways, the vibe, the walk. And so this has been my 16th year now, 2014, 11th year since the DUI. And then it's been what? DUI 2014, February. So now we're going on 11th year. And then it's gonna be 16 years since I bought this house. So I've been out here for a while. That was a whole nother confusion as well. I got scammed into all of that. I was supposed to rent the house out. I was supposed to be living in the house as a first-time homeowner. Then I cracked and had a breakdown. It was just a wreck. It was all messed up. Setups. So little cool school, nursery that I'm always walking by. It's like a daycare center. A lot of kids out here. That's the other weird part. Abductions left and right. They got helicopters almost every night looking for a 5-year-old. And yeah, you got apartments everywhere, seniors, immigrants, and little 2-year-olds. Well, then you got the 15, 16-year-olds that walk around to high school. There's Foothill Farms, which is up there. There's North Highlands, just around the corner from me. And then there's Antelope High, right up the street, Titans. Beyond all that, you got the gyms, and you got a bunch of immigrants that need something to do, so they're all just walking around and riding their EVs now, scooters. And these kids, they don't care. They're getting their bikes, they're taking the regulators off. So instead of going 18 miles an hour, they're popping wheelies on it going 35. In and out of traffic, 12, 13, 14 years old, no licenses. One of them's bragging that the cops were chasing him. He got away. They're living across the streets, around the corners in their apartments and this and that. One kid was living on fucking Bel Air, top of the commercial building. Talking how he ditched his grandparents trying to trap him. This is crazy, I'll be honest. I'm not an undercover, but I've been playing that role if I was gonna enjoy these streets. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend I don't see when there's so much to, you can't perfect it. At least 2 cents it. I call it 2 cents. Pitch a couple cents at it. Anyways, check this out. Apartment complexes, and then a plot of field of land that's been for sale for God have mercy, I don't know, 20 years, 25 years. It's never been developed. And that's the other torture part. I'm supposed to walk around to the gym as a farmer. I've been calling on this property. I've talked to some investors that are local, and it's unbelievable what Sacramento is holding up. City of trees, we got all the water we need, and they don't want to grow any kind of farming. That makes no sense. So those are the kind of trees I'm talking about. See how each one's a little different? Pollination for flowers. Little redwoods now, boom. How fast of a switch up is that? And back there you got some other trees. And then bam, you got plots of land. And now you look farther out there, you got palm trees. That's the cool part about Sacramento. You got such random spread of roots. Big roots, big fruits, as Soil King said. Yeah. Oh my Lord. Huge. Oh, the library. It's coming up all the way on that corner at the end. 25 minutes into this video, and I'm still walking. And I haven't stopped. So this walk is not easy. Jeez. The map thing says it's like the map, what do you call it? Map quest? Maps? They used to say it was only a mile away, right? Then they added it was like 1.8 miles away. And I'm telling you, something's off. It feels a lot longer. A lot longer. And that's if I don't go to Winco. Winco's across the street. A little more wandering. Ugh. Definitely gotta have some steel legs. Not real steel legs, but you gotta be able to, your knees gotta be able to take it to live this kind of life. Well, moving and shaking. I'm not sitting around rolling around. Actually rolling around with an EV. It's getting really quick. These kids will be flying in a couple years. Hoverboard. Tesla. Check this out. Look at all that plot of land. That goes into like a ditch. There's a canal in there. And it's all backed up to subdivisions, houses. That's the other part, is why it's not getting developed. A lot of these small little parcels are undevelopable. Which my next question is, why aren't they little dog parks? I've seen a couple around town. And they know exactly what should happen. They're waiting to die off, I think. These seniors. And now it's gotten too late for everything. But hey, who's counting? Everybody's stuck in their own little world. How beautiful is that? One of my favorite trees right here. Out here in all of Sacramento. How gorgeous is this? Oh yeah. Beautiful. Feels like it's flying sometimes. This green stick. Can you guys see the stick? No, it shouldn't be able to. It should look like I'm just walking without the stick. You want to see my stick? Oh, with the dove. Ew. Oh, that's how you serve, baby. All right. That is beautiful. Well, Walgreens is shutting down. How is that believable? I'm getting thirsty. I didn't pack no lunch or breakfast. I had coffee with some cookies. And I brought my towel, swim trunks. I think I'm just going to do the sauna steam room. Or though, I lied. The other way around. Just gonna do a little stretching. Tired and my stomach hurts. Feel nauseous. Wish I had some water right now. Whew, so thirsty and lightheaded. Better stop talking. American Tires, pretty cool little tire shop they built a few years ago. Jehovah Church next to it. Self-storage. We're coming up to a cell tower. One of the most radio active, very nuclear pieces of technology that you can install on this planet around humans. One of my coaches lived next to one and ended up dying from cancer within a couple years. From the water around it to just being around it. They're very, very radioactive. Why do you ask, do they put them up? Well, you can't just get them anywhere up. Whoever has them gets, from what I heard, back in the day, 15 years ago, like 15, 20 to 30 or more thousand a month. 1 month, one tower. But if you're one of those people with these towers, you've got a couple hundred of them around. You get where I'm going with that. Every month, a couple $1 million. What's a few dead people? Not overnight, right? As a business investor. Anyways, that was a bad joke. Look at this parcel that I've been looking at. You can even advertise on it. Put up a billboard. Content creating to own my empire. Come join the team. Look at this citrus. A random citrus tree. How hardy does that citrus have to be to randomly just grow? Somebody threw a seed out and it started growing. I watched it grow. About 5 years ago, started. How dangerous is this right here? Look at this. They won't put up a sidewalk. You're literally rubbing shoulders with cars. Crazy. You saw that? And you gotta walk around to not hit the almond trees. This is an old almond orchard. I wanna know on record, Sacramento County, how many dead people within 15 years, at least me here, off this street. The stoplight that I'm coming up, they put that up about 5 years ago. I believe people were getting hit and killed, and that's finally when they finally put up a crosswalk. Other than that, only way to get around was to jaywalk this right here or walk all the way down, making a big circle. It's a joke. Just to get to the park right here. All messed up, right? The sad part is there's no money in the city. They won't say the city's bankrupt for somebody else to start making moves. So they're playing it stupid. Like my beautiful Irina Tatenko that's dead to me finally. They like the retarded card. They don't know what's going on. Oh my. Oh, why do you know it's that hard? Oh. You about to find out, baby. Long story short, God's timing. I believe in that. Not everything all at once, but when it's God's timing, He drops the bomb. Make sure it's all at once. Only right way to do it. Leaking gets you in trouble and hurt. So this is me jaywalking this beautiful street that usually didn't have a crosswalk.
and now it's got a crosswalk, as you can see. The last thing I want is get hit. So anyways, glad they finally got this up. This was a long time coming. Funny part is people don't even always use this. Alright, here we go. 35 minutes into the video. Half the battery is gone already. Unbelievable. The charge only lasts about an hour. Makes sense, pretty high quality. And a very small camera. Lightweight. So the park is on the other side. You have this freaking piece of land that nobody wants to sell. There should be a crosswalk here, sidewalks, but whoever owns this piece of land, for the longest time, don't want to sell a share of it to the state so they could finish this project, turn it into something great. That park over there, well, that piece of land, those parcels of land should all be parks, dog parks, little food truck stands. A few things that are taking way too long, and there's a lot of hungry people, and they want it to be too late. It has to be too late. It can't get better. It's sad. It's hard enough to find a good apple. They gotta piss on it, beat it, throw it in the ground, and then say it's that bad, but we still need the seed. That's funny. So you get the whole picture of how lucky I am to be alive. And while I'm not mad, frustration's normal in all aspects, from business to personal. Though it's just that timing, right? You gotta put a foot down. And I've gotten to the point where I was ready to get hit. I was ready to die, right? Not a vegetable. I don't want to be a vegetable. I love farming, but not like that. I see what their plans and motives were. But yes, I was ready. I've been ready, but now I realize, man, they want me alive on a machine. So that's the problem. I'm not going out that way. At least not planning on it. Lord have mercy. This, for the record, I want to make sure I have no life support and that I die instantly. Unplug it. Don't want to get trapped on this earth. Have mercy on all the babies. This is the cool little park when you come up. As you can see, I came up the driveway. Whoop. And then this is the park. It's a cool little side street. It's a hidden park in a way. People miss it all the time. Very beautiful field. Couple playgrounds. A little trail to walk on. How cool is that? Oh yeah. I feel like Superman. This is such a cool camera. I love it. It's the best. It's very nice. That's the park. Got canna. All right. little credit safe union. Where all dreams come true once you get into the bankroll. The bankroll. Little Mickey D's. Trump, we got your burgers. Y'all witnessing the walk. Now 40 minutes into it. Jeez, I think it takes about a mile. I think it takes 15 minutes to walk a mile, at least, for a regular person. For me, about 11 minutes. How long is this? So confused. At least, okay, if it's 15 minutes, have I been walking for 3 miles now? 40 minutes into the video, 41. That's the other thing I want to get down. I want to get the numbers down. 10 years on the feet. Gym 5 times a week, let's say average. Pandemia messed things up a little. Okay, look at this. I love this little hole in the wall here. Cool little shop. Somebody just picked it up. They got some stuff in here. And then the shop is backed up. So look at this. Bam, you got the door back here. Little patio. Look at all this patio space. And then look at this. Volleyball. Little outdoor patio. I want this whole spot. I mean, are they leasing the land? I want to throw up some greenhouses. Start a plant shop. You get what I was saying? Got my little alteration spot. Look at this. Bam. The family dentistry, where it all started. Star Smiles. Still need my teeth fixed. Come on, insurance. Got a little flaming grill here. There's the Bel Air. Oh my God, that's sky. How beautiful is that? A few days ago, last week, I'm sitting there, I'm not sitting there, I'm walking. See a crowd around here and a grandma parked it. She parked it into this. She hit that. She's sitting there. Everybody's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like 95, high as a kite. I'm ready to go. I told her, great parking spot. Trying to be nice. In case she goes to court, there's a witness. She parked it right. She's to have her glasses on tight. You want some watermelons? You can't be homeless out here and hungry. That's one thing Sacramento got, feeding rats. Without the jobs. That makes no sense. It's like they want us to fail. So you see the trees? This is all new development. These trees are gonna be all like Sacramento in 50 years after the war, 3. And these buildings, this is what my father would put up, EFIS. He might have even actually worked on this. This is a really old building that he was in business back in the day doing. See little cracks? That's after like 25 years. They'll come in here and fill it up. Somebody must have done something where they tried to cover up graffiti or something. But my dad would do bids on construction, commercial, and all this trim would have to be specially appraised, because you'd have to go in and make sure the workers knew that, you know, it's gonna be extra time. He's not gonna pay a worker $50 to do a wall like this, boom, knock it out, when you gotta sit there and, you understand? So that's where he came in as an architect. He knew how to read plans and perfect everything. Now, back in my dad's days, commercially, construction, nobody in the business to even do quality. You can overbid it. You can look at this. That's what they told me after my dad died a few years later. They're like, yeah, man, when construction was banging, your dad would just look at the face and do 10 feet down, 100 feet across. Bam, 100,000 when it's like $25,000 job. You understand? So anyways, that's the story between my father and his commercial runs. But anyways, he passed away. A lot of IOUs in construction as well that wasn't paid. I know somebody collected. I know my dirty, crooked family. Well, that's not a family. Those are just little devils. All right, bottom line, thank you, government, technology, for this super cool. I get to log in now without not my wrist yet. Not yet, not a wrist yet, but I've got a cool, it's 24, boom, app. I hit it, and it shows me a barcode, and it logs in all my stats. And you know how these dark everybody is. Boom, look at that, bam, look at that, and that's how we do it now out here in America. South Africa. All right, bottom line, hopefully y'all stay tuned, keep it sexy, and this is part of my 15, 16 year boring life. But hey, stay fit, health is wealth.
That shit's how you fuck up your model.
Get that money, baby.